much wow.
What's going on, guys? Hawkins here. Welcome to part 5 of Project Turt. We're almost completely caught up now to current day. Last few things we did was wheels and camber, and then we raced it, drove it around. This car is a blast. It's still not that fast, it's still not turbo, but honestly, it doesn't matter. If you guys have any suggestions of what I should do next, please let me know. I got 2 more videos coming out, and then we'll be completely caught up. Enjoy. Alright, this will be the last time this car has these old rims on. Everything's done suspension-wise except the very front upper camber arms, but they're slanted way inwards. Gosh dang. I mean, it looks like a piece of crap. It kind of is. But I got new tires and rims and new suspension on it. Handles way better. And it accelerates nicely because I got new tires and suspension on it. I wish I had taken more footage of the actual car as I got the tires and rims on it. This is a video of me gunning it around a corner.
Okay.
And the thing freaking flies. There's still a lot of body roll. Here are a couple pictures of what the tires looked like after I got them on. I think it really cleaned up the car. I swapped out the lug nuts to make them dark. Way better than before. And then I moved on to trying to put that GSR door into the LS Integra. But I ran into a big issue. Trying to get this door out for this restoration, trying to remove this rust. I saw a spider crawling across the ground. To me, those kind of look like brown recluses. And there's a couple of them. Oh gosh, bro, those things are fast. Holy crap. I just got the stripping off and killed all the spiders. There's a lot of rust on here. It's actually unfortunate how severe that is. But I'm gonna take a wire wheel and just get rid of as much of it as I can. And then see how much metal we lose and how much we still have left. Might just go pick up some Bondo resin stuff and fill it back in and kind of get the body work correct. But that's unfortunate. The door we have right now, the problem with it, this right here, just coming apart. So, hey buddy. So, there's some bad news with this. Rust is a lot worse than I had thought it was. Basically, to keep this short, there was a lot of rust that was all the way through. So I would have actually had to have welded pieces of the door back together. And I didn't really want to take that on. So I decided to scrap the door. And instead, I'm going to do it's not Bondo, but it's some sort of metal epoxy that should seal the door back shut. And that's just going to be my solution for now. Well, it's been about an hour. I grinded away as much of the rust as I thought I could. There's a little bit more over there I could do. There's just too much rust on this thing, man. And the seals are worse shaped than what I have. So I decided to strip it. I'm just going to put what I have, or what's in that door in this one. It's going to be a work in progress. I'm going to have to weld that back, but I'd much rather weld that than have to rust repair the entire bottom of that door. Tired of doing so much work for such little reward. So I think I'm gonna just keep this black panel in here. It might look a little funky, but honestly at this point I don't really care. If it works, it works. Still makes a little bit of noise up there, but I guess that's to be expected. Much nicer door. It looks a little weird being black. It's not a different, I guess this is different. So, once again, I failed to record the things that I did. I went ahead and put the side skirts back on, which significantly cleaned up the car, gave it a good wash, restored the headlights, restored the paint best I could with the tools I had, and honestly, the car, it doesn't look bad. So, all I had left to do was to do the camber, get it adjusted, and then I was taking it on a road trip to Virginia. So, this would be its first, well, technically its second trip to Virginia. 750-mile trip to see how the car performed and go have some fun with my cousin. We're going to be doing camber on the car. I brought it to a shop to get it aligned and camber with all the new parts on it. And unfortunately, they took out all of the camber on the old wheels, or on the rear wheels and the front, which I asked them not to do. And I asked them if they could fix it, and they said no. So I got this camber tool that should allow me to put my own camber on it. My toe, caster, all that stuff's already aligned. That should be pretty straightforward. In other news, I went ahead and put on the newish rear bumper I bought. And I still got to clean up some of this dude's old stickers and stuff. It looks okay. It looks okay. Taking it off, I was able to put some of these retainer tabs back in to hold the bumper on so it doesn't rattle as much. But I'm going to need to bend the frame of the bumper back up to fix this gapping. I just decided I'd do that later when I go to paint it. I also put the side skirts back on, which really make the car look better. I restored the headlights with some sandpaper and polishing compound, polished the carbon fiber hood. It's honestly starting to come together pretty well. And those headlights, they don't look new, but they look far better than they did. It's kind of cool to be able to see the custom red. And this poor hood, even though I cleaned it up, it's so beat up and cracked and just destroyed. Let me show you how this works. So basically, I'm gonna attach it on to the rotor as close to 6 o'clock as possible. It's got this little knob. I'm gonna adjust it to be zeroed, which I know it is. Once that's zeroed, I'm gonna grab my wrenches and start turning the nuts to adjust the camber negatively. And I'm gonna try to get it to 2 degrees. I don't know if it's actually gonna be 2 degrees, or I don't know if that's actually 5 degrees or 1.5 degrees. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
So cool little tool. It's kind of doing your camber at home if a shop won't do it. I didn't want to pay extra, and the tool is only like 25 bucks, 15, 25 bucks, somewhere in there. So it's pretty straightforward, and it didn't work bad. You just cannot let it slip off while you're adjusting, or else you're screwed.
So here's how we're doing this. I'm attaching it to where I think is the top. I'm trying to get this bead here in the dead middle, which I think that is fine. I'm adjusting this knob on the bottom to zero it to where the wheel currently is. That's pretty zeroed. So here's my camber arms. So I'm going to be spinning this bolt. Wow, that was not tight at all. Those guys did not do a very good job, did they? Oh, I'm going to be spinning this to try to make this close tighter. I don't know which direction it is, but that's the next step. Should be able to, hope this is big enough. One's probably not big enough. And nope. So we're not turning it that way. Yeah, we are. There we go. Is that going positive or negative? That's positive camber. I don't want that. I had to twist it this way. It's kind of unfortunate because I'm chewing this nice paint to pieces. 1.25 degrees. Crap. See, that's not good. That's not good. All my precision just went out the door knocking that thing off. So my guess is that's about 1.25 degrees of camber. I think that's fine. I think that'll be enough to notice a difference. So the other side I'm going to do the same way, minus the accidentally knocking it off. See if it actually handles any different, see if it feels like 1.5 degrees. Front's going to be a little harder to adjust because I got 6 Allen key threads I need to undo to adjust it. Start with this and see how it goes. Well, it's about 1.25 degrees. It feels like a little bit more than 1.25 degrees. My only worry is that I messed up the toe somehow. I don't know if that needs to be adjusted. Worst comes to worst, I can take it to the shop before I leave and have it centered. In the meantime, let me bring you with me on a little adventure just to see how the rear camber, I'll let you know. I'll be able to tell if it helped the performance or not because I drove it. Let's go with this. I think that's good. I finished up the front camber, but I'm gonna be honest, a little worried that I did it the wrong way. It just doesn't look right. I mean, that feels pretty good. Should pull to the left slightly, being in the middle of the road. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, that's better. Have to excuse the chainsaw noise, but it's all done. I did the front. You can tell that's cambered ever so slightly out. Same thing with this side. So those are about 1.5 degrees. It doesn't change the look of the car that much, but it did improve the handling. I'd say by like 5%. Problem is, I did 1 degree in the front. Tell that that's ever so slightly kicked out. Same thing with that. But the problem now is my suspension. It's way too soft. When I'm taking the corner and I'm really picking up some speed, the whole car just leans. And it's because I put OEM suspension on. That's really not that tight. It's more comfortable and less sporty. I have OEM with lowering springs that makes it stiffer. But I think if I really want to make this thing handle the way that I've built it to, I'm going to need to put in some coilovers or something a little more aggressive. Problem is that's money, and that car both need work right now. So I'm a little short on money, so it's going to be a minute before I do that. Summer's almost over as well, so this might be one of the last things I get done before I put it away and get another vehicle for the winter, or just, you know, fix up my current vehicle so it works for the winter. But anyways, yeah, so that worked out pretty good. I'm happy with it. Car's coming along. Next up is the motor. I'm gonna try to make 300 horsepower out of it so it matches the way it sounds and matches the way it looks, because that car looks like it should go pretty quick. The thing does 0 to 60 in 8 seconds. It's not that fast.
So with that, it was time to go to Virginia and visit my cousin. I had one issue there. We were ripping around on some back roads. I don't have it on film. And one of my coolant hoses blew. So I replaced that. And the couple videos I have are just a few clips of what we did while we were there. That is the last bit of footage I have from the Integra from 2023. I stored it for the winter, and I've done a couple mods to it this year, which I'm working on right now, putting those videos out. But hope you guys enjoyed. This is part 5 of the Acura Integra Project Turt, aka Turtle, resembles the word turd. Hopefully we'll get that turboed and finish up this project soon. Again, let me know what you guys think. If you have any suggestions or comments, please let me know. And I hope you guys have a wonderful week.